Okay, people, I don't know what happened. Damn. We was on a roll and we got disconnected. Welcome to the morning show once again, people. Guess we gotta start this all over again, huh? Lord. We was on a roll. Now we gotta start again, people. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right, people. As we start all over again, welcome everybody to another edition of the ISBC Truth Morning News Hour Show. Every morning, right here on ISBC Truth, with your host, Pastor Michael Smith, and co-host. Well, Brother Israel's not here right now, but make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to this channel. Um, Also, tap on them like buttons if you haven't done so yet. As you guys tune in, tap on those like buttons. Get us in the algorithm, people. Tap on them like buttons as you guys are tuned in. Um, don't forget if you want to become a member of this channel and get more exclusive content like the Illuminati Radio visual version of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Become a member and you can view that content. And you want to get exclusive merchandise like T-shirts and coffee mugs and such things of that nature, Hebrew Israelite calendars, such things of that nature. Just simply tap on that join button and become a member, and YouTube can view those member-only contents and goods. All right, people. This is where we give you the news. Don't forget we have a 24-hour prayer line number, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That prayer line number is 310-365-6816. And, Lord, we was on a roll until we got disconnected. Lord. Give me a minute. I gotta go make me some coffee. Yeah, give me a minute. Go make me some coffee, and I'll be right back with you with the news, people. While I make me some coffee, just make sure you guys tap on them subscribe buttons, tap on them the like buttons as well, and if you want, hit that join button. I'll be back with you with the news. I was on a roll too. A lot of information came out, people. A lot of information came out on that last broadcast that got disconnected. Lord, Lord, Lord. All right, give me a minute. Let me go make me some coffee. I'm gonna make me some coffee and I'll be right back, people. Okay, people, while that's brewing, let's get to some news. Let's get to some news, people. You're tuned into ISBC Truth Morning News Hour Show with your host, Pastor Michael Smith. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Tap on that subscribe button, people. You know what I'm saying? Turn on your notification bells. Also, tap on them like button, people. Get us in the algorithm, people. Tap on them like buttons if you haven't done so already. If you want more exclusive content, like the visual version of the Illuminati Radio podcast, you can hit that join button to become a member. Also, you get exclusive first dibs on the Illuminati Radio merch as well. So you get all that and more just becoming a member, so you can go ahead and hit that join button. All right, let's go ahead and get to some news. We got to start all over, people. We got to start all over. Let's go ahead and start it. Alexa, resume.
Getting Al Jazeera news updates from Amazon Music. Resuming the latest episode, 10 more malnutrition deaths in Gaza, Israeli raid on Nablus.
To shortages of hospital supplies. This is a situation in Gaza City where 3 infants are seen sharing one incubator. The infants are also
Alexa,
displaying...
stop. 3 infants are in hospitals sharing one incubator. This is how rough it is in the Gaza Strip, people. And this is the same thing that they did, these people who call themselves us. This is the same thing they did to us in 70 AD. The same thing. Let me see. Hey Alexa, what did the Romans do to the Israelites in 70 AD?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Hey Alexa, in 70 AD, what did the Romans do to the Israelites in Jerusalem?
From wikiwan.com. The Romans burned Jerusalem and destroyed the Second Temple.
The Romans burned Jerusalem and destroyed the Second Temple in Jerusalem. This is what they did to us in 70 AD, people. Alexa, in 70 AD, why did the Jews have to flee into the mountains?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
The Romans. This is the same thing they did to us. It's the same thing they're doing to the Arabs over there. Alexa, in 70 AD, what did the Romans do in Jerusalem to the Jews?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
It says here we had to flee. We had to flee into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing they did to us. They starved us out, people. Not to the point that our people had to eat their own babies. Yeah. That's what's going on over there in the Gaza Strip. A leopard do not change his spots. This devil do not change his ways. You know what I'm saying? Alexa, who is the inhabitants of Mount Seir?
As of 2020, Mount Sinai's population was 11...
Stop. Alexa, what nationality of people resides in Mount Seir?
From Answers.com. Mount Seir is traditionally associated with the region inhabited by the Edomites, while Mount Horeb is often identified with Sinai, where Moses received the 10 Commandments.
Mount Seir is mostly inhabited by the Edomites. Hey Alexa, where did the name Caucasian derive from?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the term Caucasian was first used in the 18th century by Johann Friedrich Blumenbach, a German anthropologist. He believed that the people of the Caucasus Mountains were the most beautiful and intelligent people in the world. So he called them Caucasians after the region where they lived.
What? A German thought that the Caucasian was the most beautiful and intelligent people in the world? So he called them Caucasians? That's far from the truth because Caucasians derived from the region of the Caucasus Mountains. That's where the name Caucasian came from. It came from the land where they resided. Their land is called the Caucasus Mountains, Caucasian. The most beautiful people in the world. How can you being human and you being pale be beautiful? Well, that makes sense. Alexa, resume.
Resuming Al Jazeera news updates from Amazon Music. 10 more malnutrition deaths in Gaza. Israeli raid on Nablus.
According to the Al Hellu hospital in Gaza City. Hani Mahmoud has more from Gaza City.
We have so many of the children who are dying due to acute malnutrition inside the hospital, apart from the stunted growth, the psychological trauma, and the weakened immunity. On daily basis, we're seeing more of the cases of not only children, they are the most vulnerable in this category that have been impacted and bear the brunt of the unfolding horror, but also adults and other people with health complications and those with injuries from the unpredictable falling bonds due to malnutrition and the fact that they're not eating well, the fact that there are no medical supplies in the hospital.
And Israeli attacks have killed at least 26 Palestinians across Gaza since dawn on Wednesday. There's been heavy bombardment in Gaza City, which Israel says it wants to seize. In the southern city of Khan Yunis, there's been a drone strike on a tent housing displaced people. US President Donald Trump is due to hold a White House meeting on Gaza later this Wednesday. Elsewhere, in the occupied West Bank, Israeli forces have carried out a raid in Nablus. They've forcibly ordered Palestinian families in the old city to leave their homes. A number of Palestinian journalists have been treated.
Pause. Can you imagine somebody coming into your city and telling you to leave your home, which you own, your land, which is yours? Can you imagine somebody coming in and telling you to leave? These devils are something else. Hey Alexa, why is Edom called Edom?
Sorry, what did you say?
Hey Alexa, why is the Edomites called Edom?
From BibleRef.com. Edom is the name given to the nation which controlled Seir, the region Esau and his descendants occupied.
Edom is given to the people that control Seir, even Esau. That's who the Edomites are. That's who's destroying the Arabs over there in the Gaza Strip. That's who controls the world. Hey Alexa, what is America's symbol bird?
The national bird of the United States is the bald eagle.
The bald eagle. Hey Alexa, what is the symbol bird of Spain?
I don't know the national bird of Spain. The national animal of Spain is the bull.
But their symbol is the eagle. Same way Russia. Same way a lot of these others. They all eat them. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame. It's a shame. And a lot of people say, well, you know, they are the people of the God. How are they the people of God? Because the Bible says the people of God is going to be in captivity in America. Let me see. Hey Alexa, is America spiritual Egypt?
From DailyMotion.com. America is spiritual Egypt, Egypt means bondage. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi were brought over to America to serve slavery bondage in this Egypt along with the other tribes.
And we are here to this day serving bondage. We are here to this day serving bondage, people. So if they are the real ones over there in Jerusalem, why ain't they over here serving bondage? That's what the scriptures say. Hey Alexa, what does Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68 say?
Okay. Deuteronomy by Dr. Bill Creasy. The audiobook is $12.15.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, what's Deuteronomy 28:68 in the Bible?
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:68 reads, And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
There it goes. So if those people over there are the real J's, why ain't they over here in America serving as slaves? Because we are the ones that serve. We are the ones over here in America don't know who we are. We call ourselves African American. And it's impossible for you to be called American. Because why? Hey Alexa, what man is America named after?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, America is named after Italian explorer Amerigo Vespucci.
America is named after an Italian explorer, Amerigo Vespucci. Hey Alexa, what man Africa is named after?
From Quora.com. As a continent, Africa was named after Scipio Africanus.
Scipio Africanus. So you brothers are calling yourself African American. You calling yourself after a Roman and a Roman. An Italian and a Roman. You calling yourself two different men. It seems like our people is the one that is serving captivity in America. Because it starts with losing your identity. Everybody else have their identity. Our people is the one that don't have their identity. So how can they even be the J's? Alexa, what did the Europeans do to the Native Americans over in America?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Hey Alexa, what did the Europeans do to the Native Americans?
From IPL.org. Due to the Europeans, the Native Americans were exposed to warfare, disease, and had their resources taken from them, which made them suffer badly.
Hey Alexa, what kind of diseases did the Europeans put on the Native Americans?
From Wikipedia.org. The population decline among Native Americans after 1492 is attributed to various factors, mostly Eurasian diseases like influenza, pneumonic plagues, cholera, and smallpox.
So who was the first one to bring diseases to America? It's the Europeans. The same Edomites was the first one to bring diseases to America. See that, people? This is the devil that the Bible speaks about. That's crazy. Alexa, resume.
Resuming Al Jazeera news updates from Amazon Music. 10 more malnutrition deaths in Gaza. Israeli raid on Nablus.
After nailing tear gas. This comes a day after troops injured 58 people during a raid on foreign exchange businesses in Ramallah, accusing them of supporting Palestinian armed groups. In other news, US President Donald Trump's steep tariffs on Indian imports have come into effect. It's now facing a total of 50% in levies after Trump imposed an additional 25%, citing New Delhi's purchase of
Alexa,
Russia.
pause. You know why Donald Trump is putting tariffs on India? Because India is in cahoots with Russia. You know what I'm saying? The BRAC is is it Brazil, Russia, India, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Africa. They are all in cahoots together. That's why America is putting imports on India. Because India is getting resources from Russia. Alexa, resume.
Resuming Al Jazeera news updates from Amazon Music. 10 more malnutrition deaths in Gaza. Israeli raid on Nablus.
Albert Camus was a literary giant of the 20th century, known for his philosophy of absurdity in the human
Fair
quest
use for
for the meaning
educational
of life.
purpose only. Fair use.
His own extraordinary life gave him a lot of material to
Fair
work with.
use for educational purposes only.
I'm Charles
Fair
Dance,
use,
your narrator
fair
for
use,
Hindsight,
fair use,
a dramatized
fair use,
podcast by Al Jazeera.
for educational
Albert
purposes
Camus,
only.
The Absurdity of It All. Out now, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Playing foreign ministers condemn Israel's plan to settle West Bank.
Oh, Alexa,
Israeli
pause. Oh, that was it for that. That was it for that one, people. You're tuned into the ISBC Truth Morning News Hour show, right here on ISBC Truth with your host, Pastor Michael Smith. Make sure if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, tap on them like buttons, get us in the algorithms, people. Tap on them like buttons, and if you want to become a member, hit that join button. You get exclusive merch and exclusive Illuminati Radio podcast content just by hitting that join button. Yeah. So let me go ahead and let me go see my coffee ready. Let me go see my coffee ready. Then we're gonna continue on the news, people. Let me go get my coffee. Go get my coffee, and then we're gonna continue in the news. Be right back. Okay, people. Got my coffee now. Now I'm ready to roll. Now I'm in red form, people. I'm in red form now. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what we got in the news, people. Let's see what we got in the news. Alexa, give me NPR news.
Okay, here's NPR.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Windsor Johnston. Two House Democrats from Texas have filed the latest lawsuit against the state's new congressional election map that President Trump requested. NPR's Hansi Lowong reports the redistricting plan is now facing at least 6 lawsuits, claiming it discriminates against Black and Latino voters.
This rare mid-decade redistricting fight was sparked by President Trump's push to help the Republican Party keep control of Congress after next year's election. This month, the GOP-controlled state legislature of Texas passed a voting map that could help Republicans win 5 more seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. It also draws the homes of Democratic Representatives Jasmine Crockett and Al Green out of their districts. In their lawsuit, they argue the map violates the
Alexa,
Constitution.
pause. Why would anybody want to be in a beast system. Hey Alexa, is America the fourth beast?
From lipstickly.com. The fourth beast is America.
There you go. The fourth beast is America. Hey Alexa, who controls the fourth beast?
From Quora.com. The beast receives his power and authority from the dragon.
Hey Alexa, who is the dragon that controls the fourth beast?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Hey Alexa, is Rome controlling the fourth beast?
From Quora.com. Daniel 2 and Daniel 7 make it very clear that the fourth terrifying beast is Rome.
Yeah. Daniel 2 and Daniel 4 makes it clear that the fourth beast is Rome. Hey Alexa, is Rome controlling the fourth beast?
From Quora.com. Daniel 2 and Daniel 7 make it very clear that the fourth terrifying beast is Rome.
Daniel 2 and Daniel 7 makes it plain and clear that the fourth beast is Rome. So who controls America? Rome. Who is the Edomites? Rome. Who is the Ashkenazis? Rome. And with all that being said, do you think that they care about black folks having any kind of rights? Because if the black folks was in their proper order and proper power, the Romans know that they're coming down. The Romans know that they are coming down. Nobody of Israelite descent should ever want to be working in this beast. We're supposed to prophesy against this beast. Hey Alexa, when Ezekiel was told to prophesy against Mount Seir, what does that mean?
From BibleHub.com. In the context of Ezekiel, this prophecy is directed against Mount Seir, representing Edom.
Yeah. So when Ezekiel was told to prophesy against Mount Seir, Ezekiel was told to prophesy against Edom. Who is Edom? The Caucasians. So what is the priest supposed to do? Prophesy against Edom. Prophesy against the Caucasians. Prophesy against what is going on with the Caucasian. It's what we've been doing for years. Over 20 years we've been doing this. Prophesying against Mount Seir, Edom. All right. Alexa, resume.
Rights Act by intentionally diluting the collective voting power of Latino and Black voters in the Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth areas. In California, Republicans are asking that state's high court to review a Democratic effort to offset Texas's map with a special election ballot measure that will allow a new map that could benefit Democrats. Anzila Wong, NPR News.
The deportation case of a Maryland man remains in legal limbo. Kilmar Abrego Garcia was illegally deported to El Salvador by the Trump administration in March, but was sent back to the U.S. in June. NPR's Scott Newman reports the White House is now pushing to deport him to Uganda, a country he has no connection to.
As far as we know, we don't really know how the Ugandan government will react once he arrives in the country. We reached out to the Ugandan embassy for comment, but we didn't hear back. Uganda's foreign ministry did say last week
Alexa,
that it.
pause. So instead of him being deported to Venezuela, do you know it costs more jet fuel to take somebody to Uganda than to take somebody to Venezuela? It costs more. Alexa, resume.
With the U.S. to take some deportees, but not people with criminal records.
That's NPR's Scott Newman reporting. Stocks on Wall Street are trading mixed at this hour as steep new tariffs take effect on imports from India. NPR's Scott Horsley reports the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up.
Alexa, pause. Alexa, what do India import into America?
From firstpost.com. India comprises around a third of the U.S. imports in the textiles and apparel segment.
Textiles and apparel. Textiles and apparel. Alexa, what is all of the Indian imports that come into America?
From usatoday.com. Some of the top goods the United States imports from India include pharmaceuticals, pearls and precious stones, petroleum.
Alexa, pause. Hello? Hello?
Hi, this is Kelly Petra from the Medicare department. How are you?
Okay.
Actually, it's a confirmation call for you. You still have the old paper.
Speaking of India, I was just talking about the Indians and they pop up on my phone. Okay. Alexa, what goods and services comes into America from India?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Alexa, what goods are imported into America from India?
From usatoday.com. Some of the top goods the United States imports from India include pharmaceuticals, pearls and precious stones, petroleum products, telecom instruments and ready-made garments.
Telecom instruments, that's phone, garments. And they doing this because India is doing business with Russia, that's all. But Alexa, resume. Alexa, resume.
Starting today, goods the U.S. buys from India come with a 50% import tax. That's among the highest tariffs levied by the Trump administration in response to India's ongoing purchases of Russian oil. Computer chip giant NVIDIA is set to report quarterly earnings today after the market closes. Investors are on the lookout for signs about the boom in artificial intelligence, which is driving NVIDIA's sales. Workers at a big battery plant in Kentucky are voting this week on whether to join the UAW. The $6 billion plant, built by Ford and a South Korean partner, began producing batteries for electric cars last week. For cars that still run on gasoline, AAA says the average price of regular has jumped about 7 cents a gallon in the last week. Scott Horsley, NPR News, Washington.
The Powerball jackpot has soared to an estimated $815 million. Tonight will be the 38th drawing since the jackpot was last won in California at the end of May. This is NPR News in Washington.
This message comes from NPR sponsor Shopify. No idea where to sell?
All right,
Shopify
Alexa,
puts you.
pause. There you go with that one, people. Let's see what else is in the news. Alexa, give me CBS News Radio.
CBS News Radio from TuneIn.
Before you begin
Alexa,
your road.
pause. Alexa, give me 10-10 wins.
1010 wins from Odyssey.
26th. Denzel Washington says he's done with movies, at least when it comes to watching them. The two-time Oscar winner made the admission in a GQ interview alongside director Spike Lee and co-star A$AP Rocky.
I don't watch movies, man. I really don't. I'm just be honest with you. I don't watch movies, man. I don't go to the movies. I don't watch movies. I'm tired of movies.
Washington's new film, Highest to Lowest, is his fifth collaboration with Spike Lee, following films like Malcolm X and Inside Man. The movie is now in select theaters and will stream on Apple TV September 5th. A time capsule sealed by a late princess has been uncovered in London.
A CD of Kylie Minogue's Rhythm of Love album was among items chosen by the late Princess Diana and two children at a London children's hospital. The lead-encased box was put in the foundation stone of a new wing at Great Ormond Street Hospital in 1991. It was opened early because that building's now being replaced by a new children's cancer center. Also in the time capsule, some British coins, 5 tree seeds, and that day's Times of London newspaper. Diana was patron of the hospital and visited often before her death in 1997.
That's correspondent Vicki Barker. For the first time since 2019, the city is honoring its most dedicated lap swimmers. Tonight at Hamilton Fish Pool on the Lower East Side, New York City Parks will host its Lap Swim Awards, recognizing New Yorkers who logged the longest distances this summer. Deputy Commissioner Margaret Nelson says it's all about celebrating commitment.
This is a culminating event where we're celebrating folks who have been
Alexa, pause. Princess Diana was sacrificed, people. You know what I'm saying? She was sacrificed, and she was the physical representation also of some Ramesses. So that's who she was sacrificed to. You know what I'm saying? Notice she unalived in a car accident going through a tunnel. Anyway, Alexa, resume. Alexa, resume.
And also giving awards to those who have swum the most miles this summer.
Anyone who reached 15 miles or more will also be recognized. The CDC is pulling the plug on those tips from former smokers advertisements.
I've never seen a cigarette. The spots were brutally tough to watch, but for 13 years they showed real people, victims of cigarette smoking. When you have a hole in your neck, don't face the shower head. The spots usually ended this way.
For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
When ads were seen, calls to a quit line jumped. When ads stopped, calls dropped.
I smoked while I was pregnant. My baby was born 2 months early and weighed only 3 pounds.
Without funds, the campaign ends in September.
That's correspondent Michael Toscano. The line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, is still up and running for the time being. Tomatoes were flying in Spain today in possibly the biggest food fight on earth. Tens of thousands of people packed the streets of Buñol for the annual Tomatina, the hurling of more than 100 tons of overripe tomatoes, just at each other. Every inch of clothing, skin, and hair ended up smeared in red tomato pulp. This year marked the 80th anniversary of the tradition, dubbed tomato therapy, after devastating floods hit the region last year. Organizers say the tomatoes used are not edible and grown specifically for the festival.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay.
Pause. So the funding have also stopped for those anti-smoking commercials by the CDC. Babylon is falling, people. Babylon is falling. Shame. Esau's on a rampage. Yeah. Esau's on a rampage, people. Esau is on a rampage. Alexa, resume.
But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. Ready for a great night out? Top concerts are headed to Red Hat Amphitheater this August and September. Don't miss the chance to see your favorite artists like Camp, Chevelle, Jesse Murray.
Alexa, pause. Ain't no news coming up there. Alexa, give me CBS News Radio.
CBS News Radio from TuneIn.
Information unifying with as they come, and we will bring that directly to you students that are at this school. I think what also that this
some more
brings to me is, people trying to just organize people, just giving spontaneous hugs here and tears here, but you have some parents that everyone reacts differently to this, right? You have some parents that say, no, I just need to get my child out of here.
Alexa, give me CBS News Radio.
CBS News Radio from TuneIn.
The need to be together, to be supported by the community there. And that's what we're seeing there when they come out of school. People just coming together, giving those hugs, giving those tears. We're seeing a lot of law enforcement out there. Now, this is a new view. We were just getting in a live view from behind the school. So this is the back of the school. Where the families are coming in. I'm sure I'm getting it on my phone. I'm sure these parents are getting on this phone calls from across the country. Is your child okay? Is so-and-so's child okay? What do we people trying to just people just at these hands on people's faces and tears here. But you have some parents, and everyone reacts differently to this, right? You have some parents that say, no, I just need to get my child out of here. I just need to walk away.
Alexa, what happened at Children's Minnesota?
From hiphopjournal.com. Children's Minnesota has started notifying 37,942 patients that information related to their appointments has been exposed and could have been accessed by unauthorized individuals.
Exactly like this, whether it's a mass shooting, whether it's a school shooting.
We got breaking news here.
Plenty of people, I'm sure, I'm getting it on my phone. I'm sure these parents are getting on this phone calls from across the country.
Situations like this
Is your
before. You
child
can imagine
okay? Is
the scene at
so-and-so's
the
child
school right
okay?
now.
What do we know? I mean,
I
just
can imagine,
even if
as
you
a
look
parent, I
at
know
these
what's going
hands
through
on
my chest right
people's
now.
faces,
But imagine being in that parking lot. We got a statement from Children's Minnesota. Children's Minnesota is aware of the recent tragic shooting in Minneapolis. Our teams are trained to respond in times of crisis. We talk about what families go through. This is what we're talking about. Moments like that. 5 children are admitted to a hospital for care.
This is what everyone's going to be doing throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. I mean, this is going to have an impact on these kids, on these teachers, on the staff. But they, I mean, just drills to prepare for something. This is a case.
And why are they talking over each other?
From HCMC, we do expect to hear from them at 11 o'clock this morning. We are awaiting that press conference coming in from Minneapolis Police. That is scheduled for 10:30. But as I mentioned earlier, as this information is continuously changing, a lot of times those press conferences then get to be delayed. But we, of course, will be here for you. We have many live cameras out there this morning. Again, this is the back of the school in the area where families are being reunited. Remember, this was just the very start of the school day. Many parents or caregivers had probably dropped off their kids right around 8 o'clock. This is what everyone's going to be doing throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. I mean, right at 8:37, so people are on their kids, on these teachers, on the staff, then they get this message. Just look how young they are. Again, this is
Alexa, what happened at a Minnesota school today?
This might answer your question. I know about 109 Minnesota colleges, including the University of Minnesota.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, resume.
And I'm sure many sticking around to hear from law enforcement about delayed.
I don't know what's going on with CBS News
right now.
Let me see. Alexa, give me ABC News Radio.
ABC News Radio from TuneIn.
4 months. So within those 4 months, are there any signs that he might also have what it takes to go into ballet?
You know, since I was pregnant, I continue taking
What
class.
happened? I think there's something happened
I
in
feel
Minnesota,
that
people.
helped him. So when I go to take class now and I bring him with me, he loves the classical music.
It's breaking
I
news.
think it's because I was taking class when I was pregnant. During all my pregnancy, I went to watch performance. I went to watch Nutcracker with the company, and he's been involved. Yeah.
He's already had quite a lot of exposure to the world of ballet.
Yes.
There's a video of my Hara that she posted.
Alexa, give me Fox News Radio.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Just multiple.
Alexa, give me
terms,
Fox
We
News.
call it in ballet terms pirouettes. She's doing
Alexa,
many
give
of
me
them.
Fox News.
But, a lot of her friends and people.
Alexa, give me
in our
NBC
field
News.
were commenting because you could see
Alexa,
the belly.
give me NBC News.
From Press Association on November 17, 2024,
Alexa,
Charlie
stop. Alexa, give me CBS News Radio.
CBS News Radio from TuneIn.
You're not.
Prepare for these
We're
things.
still
You hope
waiting
you
for that
never
press
have to
conference.
use
Again,
it.
that's scheduled at
But we
10:30 this
know
morning
that
from
Why
leaders
are
in
they
Minneapolis.
talking over one another?
Brief us as far
because
as
they have
what
prepared
happened
to
here.
get
Hopefully
those
we'll get
families
timeline of
reunited,
events.
and we're
We'll
worried,
piece
you know,
together
about the
the
families
information.
that
Again,
are
that's at
maybe still
10
looking for help.
what
And
the
until
hell's
it
going
was
on here?
this Wednesday.
that the
Now we do
shooter
have team
was
coverage
taken
out,
down,
at
other schools in that
Annunciation School.
area,
You know,
all over that area,
can we
were
check
in
in
their
with our
own
Barrett Leone?
lockdown. These other schools
Caroline
even
Wilson,
coming
Barrett
right
Barrett
into the suburbs
You
too.
didn't know.
Let's see what's going on. Alexa, give me NPR News.
Okay, here's NPR.
Something happened.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Windsor Johnston. A man who was illegally deported to El Salvador by the Trump administration in March must remain in the U.S. until early October. A judge set the next court date for Kilmar Abrego Garcia this morning. Separately,
Alexa, give me
he's
the latest episode.
Getting Illuminati Radio from iHeartRadio.
Alexa, stop. What is going on with what's going on with NPR News? I mean, hold on for a minute. Let me see what's going on, cause I think we got some breaking news, people. Let me check something real quick.
Here's 5-day forecast. The weekend always in view for you today. Partly cloudy sky.
Her life. That is what the basis of her career has really been on when you talk about the songs that she makes.
The Associated Press saying 5 children are being treated. We don't know exactly what that means yet, the extent of their injuries, what exactly that could mean. But also now we have the Department of Justice telling Reuters that 3 people are dead, and that includes the shooter. And Hannah, I just noticed here there is a statement from Katie Cashman, who is a council member in Minneapolis for Ward 7, which is located sort of on the western edge of Minneapolis, includes some parts of downtown. But this is a statement that she put out a short time ago, and she has some more information in here. And again, we'll get this confirmed with law enforcement, but she says this morning at Annunciation Church and Catholic School, someone shot and wounded multiple children and staff while they attended morning mass. At this moment, the shooter is contained. Our office is closely monitoring the situation and will share more information as it becomes available. I am absolutely horrified by the events unfolding this morning, and our office is here to support those who need it. This is a time to hold your loved ones close and to check in with each other. As the day unfolds, please stay out of this area, 54th and Lindale, to give space to emergency personnel and to families. And again, that's coming from Ward Council member Katie Cashman, Minneapolis Ward 7 council member, who put out that statement. So according to her information, children and staff were shot while they attended morning mass, and we've been talking a lot about the proximity of that church to the school, not connected, but a lot of times, and I went to Catholic school most of my life, and you have morning mass, and they were scheduled at 8:15 this morning to have that morning mass, and the call came in at about 8:30. Sure. I think one of the questions that we'll have for law enforcement too, we know it's pre-K through 8th grade. We don't know how many students were there, if maybe also members of the public were there, if it was just an open mass.
Okay, people. I got the news. Alexa, what happened at a Catholic school in Minneapolis?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
There's been a mass pound at a Catholic school in Minneapolis. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 11:31 a.m.
11:31. And Alexa, what is today's date? Alexa, what is today's date?
Today is Wednesday, August 27th. If you'd like, I can play a rejuvenating guided meditation every morning.
No.
Would you like to enable this routine?
No. August
No problem.
8/27, 2025. As you know, 27 is 72, and 72 is the Egyptian sun god Amun-Ra. 8 is the circle of life. Let's see. Alexa, what is the Egyptian sun god Amun-Ra?
From EBSCO.com. Amun-Ra is a significant deity in ancient Egyptian mythology, embodying the fusion of two distinct gods, Amen, originally a wind and lunar deity worshipped in Thebes, and Ra, the sun god revered in Heliopolis.
So, it's not a coincidence that today is the 27th. It's not a coincidence that, you know what I'm saying, this happened on the 27th, and it's happened to do with a Catholic church. While the kids was attending morning mass, let me see. Hey Alexa, what is the definition of mass? Hey Alexa, what is the definition of MASS?
As a noun, mass is usually defined as a body of coherent matter, usually of indefinite shape and often of considerable size. As an adjective, mass is usually defined as pertaining to, involving, or affecting a large number of people. As a verb, mass is usually defined as to come together in or form a mass or masses. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for mass.
Alexa, give me more definition for mass.
I have 15 more definitions for mass. As a noun, 1. A collection of incoherent particles, parts, or objects regarded
Alexa,
as...
stop. Alexa, does MASS means death?
From Quora.com. Mass in the Roman Catholic lexicon does not mean death.
Alexa, what does MASS in the church means?
From Wikipedia.org. The Mass is the central liturgical service of the Eucharist in the Catholic Church, in which bread and wine are consecrated and become the body and blood of Christ.
Mass means death, people. This happened in Minneapolis. 8:20. Did you hear that? 8:27 is when the first calls came in at this church. On 8:27. You get it? 8:27 on 8:27. Oh, excuse me. Lord. Hey, Alexa, what happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota?
From Press Association, at least 5 children have been injured in a shooting during the first week of classes at a Catholic school in Minneapolis, authorities and a hospital said. Governor Tim Walz called the violence horrific. The Minneapolis city government said the attacker had been contained after the gunfire at Annunciation Catholic School and there was no longer any active threat to residents. Mr. Walz said on social media that he had been briefed on the shooting.
Alexa, how old is Governor Tim Walz?
Tim Walz is 61 years old.
Oh. Hey Alexa, when is Governor Tim Walz's birthday?
Tim Walz's birthday is on April 6th.
4-6. He's 61. Hey Alexa, when did Governor Tim Walz become the governor of Minneapolis, Minnesota?
I don't know that.
Hey Alexa, when did Governor Tim Walz become the governor?
Tim Walz took office as governor of Minnesota on January 7, 2019.
1/7/2019. 17, sun worship. 19, sun worship. We're gonna have to do a dissect of this, people. We're gonna have to do a dissect of this, people. Alexa, what happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Hey Alexa, what happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota today?
James, here's your news.
Alexa, stop.
In NPR
Alexa,
News.
stop. Alexa, what happened at a Minnesota school today?
This might answer your question. I know about 109 Minnesota colleges,
Alexa,
including the
stop. A Catholic school. It happened when the students and staff were attending church. Hey Alexa, historically, what day did Jesus die?
Here's something I found on biblicalfoundations.org. With regard to the date, it changes in our calendar from year to year, but the fact remains the same that Jesus most likely died on Friday, April 3rd, AD 33.
And we know that's false because you cannot get 3 days from Friday to Saturday or from Friday to the Sabbath day. Can I get 3 days from that? Who we call Jesus, he was unalived on a Wednesday. That's why they did this mass on a Wednesday. Let me see. Hey Alexa, historically, did Jesus die on a Wednesday?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Yeah, historically. It's from Wednesday to Sabbath to the Saturday. That's 3 days. That's why they do this. That's why they did this on a Wednesday. Because you see, the devil, which is the power that should not be, they imitate the Bible and they take advantage of it to their own advantage. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 11:41 a.m.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come back, people. I'm gonna come back because I got to do a separate broadcast on this because this is breaking news. I'm gonna come back, people. I'm gonna come back. You're tuned into the you tune into the ISBC Truth News Hour show right here on ISBC Truth. Make sure you guys hit them subscribe buttons if you're new to the channel. Hit those like buttons, you know what I'm saying, and hit that join button if you want to tune in, become a member. Hit that join button. I'm gonna come back. I got to do this breaking news. I got to break this thing down. I would do it in the member only section, but I think this needs to be put out there in the public. So I'm gonna come back publicly to break this thing down, people. Give me a second.